Namaste, myself Ashwini Pujari. Topic of my presentation is in vitro production of bioactive and antimicrobial metabolites from plants. We know that our country continues to face the problem of waterborne diseases like diarrhea. This disease affects more than 37 million people every year and mostly children. We all, at least once in a year, suffer from diarrhea or some kind of stomach discomfort. One major group of organisms which are responsible for this stomach discomfort are a group of bacteria called enterobacteria. Escherichia coli, Salmonella, Shigella, Vibrio, all these belong to this group. Salmonella in recent years are established as most prominent food contaminating pathogens, and we have heard that many consignments of spices sent from India were rejected by US FDA because of presence of salmonella in these samples. Staphylococcus aureus is also a very common food poisoning pathogen and which is also responsible for the stomach discomfort. Objective or my idea is that plants are valuable source of vast array of secondary metabolites, and many of these secondary metabolites have antimicrobial activity. From ancient period, we are using these plant metabolites to cure such diseases and as antimicrobial agents. If the plants, these plants, or to avoid the over exploitation of these medicinal plants, tissue culture techniques can be used. The plant cells in suspension cultures, if allowed to attain certain degree of differentiation, have the potential to produce a wide range of secondary metabolites. The objective of this research is to develop a suitable tissue culture technique for a selected plant, and so that the cells can produce the secondary metabolite in the culture conditions, and then we can harvest this metabolite in from the in vitro conditions. Methodology which is followed is like this. Based on the literature survey, about 20 plants were selected which are known to have antimicrobial activity. The various plant parts were selected and were shade dried, and then a serial extraction of was carried out with diethyl ether, ethanol, and water. These extracts were subjected to phytochemical analysis to know what kind of secondary metabolites are present in these plants. Along with phytochemical analysis, antimicrobial sensitivity testing of the extracts was carried out by agar-well diffusion method. From the results, 3 plants showing highest antimicrobial activity were selected as Terminalia chebula, Terminalia bellerica, and Adansonia desitata. These seedlings of these plants were germinated, and the new leaves of these plants were used for the tissue culture experiments. The callus induction was carried out, and the medium for the induction of callus with a proper ratio of auxin and cytokinins was optimized for the induction of callus. Along with culture medium, the physical environmental conditions were also optimized for the maximum growth of this callus. In the next steps, these conditions, that is the cultural conditions and environmental conditions for the production of highest amount of secondary metabolites will be optimized, and the identified or the metabolite will be extracted from the cultured cells. Now this metabolite will be tested for its ability to inhibit the targeted bacteria, and the concentration of this metabolite will be compared with its concentration in the natural extracts. Targeted outcomes of this result are like this: identification of the active component from the plant extract, establishment of an in vitro cell culture system for a valuable medicinal plant, development of a protocol for the production of a plant metabolite in a cell culture system, exploring the use of this antimicrobial metabolite for purification of drinking water, and exploring the use of antimicrobial agent for cleaning the vegetables before processing. Thank you.